Well, check out this little tiny project I got going on here. Well, I'm gonna make a coal smoker, so I need the smoking pan. Check it on out. Anyway, I got this. It's like a pick, kind of, if you know how a mosquito pick works. You light it on up. I'm gonna fill this up with wood. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this on out, DLC, and I'll make it go back and forth. Burning the other stuff. Hey, yeah, here we go. Cut that little sucker. Because I'm probably going to stick, I should stick something else in there so it doesn't jump across. And come back around in this one. Let's just cut them now. Look at that. See? Like a little maze. I think I'm going to put an extra piece of screen. I'm going to cut it and try to stick it in here. I think that's good. It's just dual wall. That way the wood chips when it's burning, wouldn't jump. I don't know if it would, but why not just put a little safety? I'm just going to double everything on up. Why not, huh? The heck, there we go. Alright, you can't really even see it. It's so small, fine, this little wire. But I could do like sewing maybe, huh? How about that? Just come on through. Just poke it back and through, back and forth. I'm done. Huh. Now that this thing is done, the coal smoker, I'm just going to tack the bottom to this. Baling wire. Everybody should have baling wire for everything. Alright, let's get to the last one here. Alright, now it's all done. See? So. Alright. Alright, I had to make a modification to this. I gave it a test run. But as you see, I added this other wire in here to make it like a dip, like concave like that, so the pellets will go on in. Because without that, it wouldn't burn right. And then I used regular wood chips, and it just caught on fire. So this is the way what's worked. All right, here we got some red salmon, and all the pin bones we're taking on out. These little dudes. So we're gonna cold smoke, and this is gonna be a cold smoked salmon. The stuff you put on, it's like LOX, I think they call it. They put it on bagels and stuff like that. But anyway, there's a bunch of steps. The first step right now, of course, getting the salmon. Then we're gonna salt it. Salt cure it for 18 hours. So we got the salmon all thawed and ready, deboned. So first of all, put some salt down, skin down. Gonna suck out a lot of the moisture and salt cure it. So we get the salmon, lay it on down. So now we're gonna cover it. Completely cover it. Don't miss nothing. Okay, we got it nice and covered. Cover them. There. Now it's going to go into the fridge. And into the fridge for 18 hours. It's been 24 hours. Got the salmon. Now we just need to rinse these off. They're pretty firm right now. See, they're real firm, pretty stiff. Now we're just gonna have to pat these guys dry. Now, stick this in the fridge for 24. It's already semi-cured, but it's got to dry. fridge for 24 hours. See how firm it is? Well, I'll be using the Traeger, the Gourmet Blend Maple Hickory Cherry. Well, you don't want it going over these. Well, like I really know, this is the first time I'm actually doing this, so I hope this isn't too much. But anyway, let's get to the smoker and light her on up. Check it on out, get our fish in there. All right, let's bring this guy down over here. And this is different than my old smoker. What I had this setup, which worked fine, but that threw a lot of heat. But this isn't gonna throw much heat, and I don't need no electricity or nothing. But okay, let's light her on up. Okay, now it'll be smoldering, and I'm gonna watch it for a little bit before I even do the fish, just to make sure we're going okay. Okay, let's go watch. Let's give it about 10 minutes and I'll be back. All right, it's been about 15-20 minutes, and look how much it barely even burnt, and it's smoking. It's doing its job, doing good. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the fish and throw it on in. There it is. So I can bring these on out. So what I'm gonna do first, whoa, look how pretty that is. Yeah, they're pretty dry. Look how firm it is too. I mean, it barely even bends. But these, I'll stick one here. I'll put this guy right here. What about that? So now we'll close this on up and we'll see those guys in 20 hours maybe. It's noon, so tomorrow around noon, if not earlier. I'll see how it looks and feels. But we'll come back and check on a smoker and stuff in a little bit for sure. Okay, we're closing her up. 2 hour mark. I just want to see what's going down in there. Whoa. Whoa. Can't see nothing. There's the fish. Oh, 2 hours. Look at that. Do it again later. Okay. Sweet. 4 hours. Let's see what. Oh, not bad at all. Right. It's gonna get some smoke, that's for sure. It's about almost 7 hours now. Whoa. Good Lord. Smoky. Oh yeah. We're getting some smoke, definitely. Oh wow. So it is about 7. So that's right. At least 10 more hours. Holy cats. That thing is excellent. Sweet. See you later, fish. 9 hours. Whoa. Probably 7 more hours of burning. That's crazy. But, and it's cool in there, so. Well, it's 8 in the morning. So this is like 18, 19, 20 hours later. I just got on up, looked out the window, and look what I seen. My poor little smoker. Holy. How the hell did that happen? Damn, it get hotter than hell. Whew, thank God I never caught anything else in fire. Darn near. Probably got very hot. That's crazy. So, obviously, oh, there's the fish. There's my bottom. So how did it? Looked like it burnt. Oh. Okay. Okay, I see. Holy moly. It melted those rivets. Oh, I see what happened. The bottom was wood. So the bottom was wood. It caught the wood on fire, so of course this thing. But this thing is still good. Well, time to rebuild this thing. I'll clean it on up, spray it on out, and rebuild it. Rebuild it better. Well, that's crazy. Well, I guess no LOX today. No smoked fish. Goes to show everything doesn't always work on out. Oh well. Well, thank God nothing else burnt, like it wasn't all dried up around here. Well, for now, that's going to end the video. So much for the smoked fish. All right. Okie dokie. A lot of straightening to do. First of all, I think we better get this thing out of the way. We'll put it, laying it over here. Okay, we got her down this way. Now I can clean her all on up. Well, what I'm doing, I'm gonna make a base and I'm gonna put some pavers down. Putting the cart before the horse, but let's get this done. Got a nice base now. Let's go ahead and get these all out. These all off. Get those screws through. You want those things. You don't want these things laying around, that's for sure. Alright, get that out of there. The next thing, all these, I need to scrape it. Like that. Especially like flakes like that. See what this is? The loose stuff because we're going to blow it off pretty soon.
pressure wash down.
Okie doke, what we need to do is 22 inches, so I gotta bend this little sheet metal I got here. So we're gonna measure down over here 22 inches. So we'll put a little line. Actually, we're gonna put this right to the edge since I don't have a bender. Then we'll clamp her down. How about that? I'm trying to bend it right on the line. So keep going back and forth. See, it's getting there. But to help out, we just use a little hammer. Let's go fit her in, try it out. I'll just enclose this whole thing this way. Alright, I need a couple of these. Put my stone on it. Cuts it like butter. A little more appeasing to the eye when I'm working on it. Well, this is the bottom. And I'm gonna need some brackets to put my concrete on. So I got these self-tapping screws. All right, those are on. The tile's gonna lay on there, so we'll do that afterwards. But now let's get this siding on here. Part that's not gonna be covered, in case some of it shows. I think that should be good right there. Check that out. Looking pretty already. What's going down next? I gotta put these here. These should be pretty easy. Because what we're gonna do, then we'll put a rivet in there. That's it. That's the beauty of rivets. Don't need a nut or a bolt or a screw. I just need to tack this on to see how it's going to look. Not only looks, but how it's going to work on there. There we go. Just need a little bit of a gap, so I just don't want rain blowing on in. Now is all I got to do. Cut it. Good. Perfect. Okay, I think I can give this a once over spray paint. I need to stand her up. There we go. Now I'm going to make 3 shelves. I got to cut this guy on up. These are going to be the racks that's going to go in there. Either way, that's pretty sweet. Perfect. Anywho. Okay, that's what I made these for. Keep going like this, like that. That's going to hold up the metal plate to cover the drippings from the fish and or whatnot. There we go. All right, I need a metal cover for top of the smoker itself. The little smoking tray. So I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna put some holes in it. I just gotta figure where I'm gonna put the holes, and I gotta keep it so the holes are, you know, the tray. The holes ain't over the tray because you don't want nothing getting into the tray. So okay, that's where this is gonna go. And then we get the guy that did all the damage right here. He's gonna go down there. Okay, let's try out the brand new smoker. Well, we're just gonna load it up, and we'll just give that a shot right there. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna let it sit. We'll give her a little bit of time. Well, it's only been 20-25 minutes. Fix that. Whoa! Look at that. We're done. Check it out. Pretty sweet. That's the cold smoker, and that'll burn for what, 16 hours before, I forget, 16, 18 hours or something. All the way on up. Sweet. And it's huge. We'll just let her go. That's a wrap. All right, you all have a good one now. Oxtail stew. That's what's coming up. Oxtail stew, kind of soup, but a stew. Of course, you got your oxtail, garlic, bay leaves, carrots, celery, onion, turnip, mushrooms, 2 cups of red wine, some chicken stock, bone broth, and some thyme. First of all, we need to brown up the oxtail. Put a little olive oil. I'd say that's like 2-3 tablespoons. Put a little seasoning on, a little pepper, and some salt. Flip it over. Put a little seasoning on that side. We'll let that go a minute or two, a few minutes, and we'll flip it around. Actually, while that's going, let's cut up the veggies real quick. Meanwhile, back over here, since we got these somewhat browned, this is good enough. Just take them on off. grab the onions. Mix those around. Let that go for a minute or so. Now we throw in the garlic. Mix that around. Go ahead and throw in the wine. And the 2 cups of chicken stock. And the 2 bay leaves. Let's bring this up to a boil. While that's coming to a boil, over here in a bowl, we're going to throw in all our veggies. Put the mushrooms, carrots, celery, turnip. That's going to go in 2 hours, so throw that in the fridge. Keep that covered. The reason you don't cook these for 3 hours, it'll just be nothing. So cover that on up. Put this in the fridge. Put a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of thyme. Put that in there. A little mix. Let's give that a few more minutes. All right, there we go. Come to a boil. And that's where your oxtails come back into play here. Set them on in. Get all that good juice in there. Just give it a good stir. So that's it. Now we just turn her down to simmer. And then it's going to be 3 hours total, so after 2.5 hours, then we're going to throw the rest of the veggies and let that cook for half an hour. So, wait for 2.5 hours, we'll let her simmer. Okay, let's check her out. Put all the veggies in. We'll get her boiling going, then we'll set the timer. Yeah, let's go ahead and set the timer 30 minutes. Cover it up. Oxtail soup. There you go. Well, stew soup. Ooh, it's really hot. Let's just try out the piece of oxtail. Let's give her a shot. Delicious, real tender. Let's try one of the turnips. Try mushroom and broth. All right. Got a bit of fat on there too. Just like butter. That's oxtail soup. Stew soup. But it's just falling apart. Look at that. It just falls off. Sweet. All right, that's oxtail soup stew. All right, you guys have a good one.